Okay, so we're gonna have Quote playing R.O.B, we're gonna have Alf playing Game & Watch. And, Quote the better player, at least off of, like, PL and stuff. But I'm actually really scared for him because, he's gonna have to be really careful with the way he plays. Because if he shoots out any stray lasers, then that's a cue for Alf to bucket. And even though that is, like, extremely laggy and extremely punishable, you know, 3 of those buckets, you basically got to kill at, like, 0% off of a down throw. So, you know, again, Quote, like, by all means, an amazing player, and probably has the advantage in this matchup, and experience and fundamentals and everything, but I'm just really scared for the possibility of that happening. So he's going to have to be really careful. He's going to have to make sure not to throw out too many lasers, make sure not to throw out any just stray lasers, make sure it's only as, like, a follow-up or something. Gonna have to play a lot with the top and with just basic R.O.B without, like, just main attacks. I think if you play it right, this matchup probably isn't too bad for R.O.B, if even bad at all. But just the feel factor of the bucket, I could see doing wonky things. Alf gonna get hit by the top, but he's gonna be hit by the backside, so it's not gonna toss him into Quote, although Quote is going to get the down throw up air, or, yeah, down throw up air, because up throw up air is like seismic toss, basically. Just, like, go up, like, physically go up and then come down hard. It didn't actually hit with the up air, but he did get the weird, like, wind box of it, so that could have been really bad for Quote, since he, like, jumped, which made him shoot really high in the air. And Quote, actually, as I've been saying he needs to be, is doing a really good job of just playing very preservatively with the laser, not throwing it out too much. I don't think I've even seen the bucket come out from Alpha now that I think about it. Alright, so that's going to be Quote's first stock loss from the up smash coming out from Alf. Alf at really high percent. You're going to have to be really careful not to catch himself prey to any grand packs. Goes for the bucket. I guess anticipating the laser, optimistic that Quote's going to throw out the laser, but Quote is being very strict and not throwing it out because he knows what can happen if he does. And so that's going to be a clean game 1 coming out from Quote. Alright, so game 2, we're going to be going to Town and City. Quote's doing a really good job playing this game, just like using the top as his opener. And especially if you Z-drop it, it's very non-committal. Because you basically got like no animation, you just drop it, and you can do whatever you want immediately after. So Quote doing a really good job just controlling the entire pace of the game. I don't want to say this because I feel like it could very easily come off the wrong way, but I feel like just from my experience with Alf is that he kind of plays based on people not knowing the matchup, which Game Watch is a very good character to do that because who knows how to fight versus the Game Watch. But just in the sense of like going for a lot of bucket stuff and going for a lot of judgment hammer and the up B, like, offensively. So the fact that Quote is being very strict and not giving him the laser opportunity for the bucket, I'm not sure if he's really able to figure out his answer, how to deal with that. So Alf is down a stock. Quota 84%. I don't know if that's kill percent. For sure it's going to be from like a 9 or something, but from like a smash or something reliable. I don't know if he's at kill percent. Alf going to have to try to find something. Is going to come down with a down and not quite going to do it. He's going to two-frame with the Bacon, but Bacon not like a super strong move for two-framing, because while you do get the two-frame, you're not really able to follow up off of it in any way. At least in singles. In teams, I can see it being like very useful. Especially on like Town and City, we can have your teammate on the platform ready to drop down the moment the Bacon hits. Is going to find that down tilt, and that's going to take out Quote's first stock, but once again, Alf already at kill percent. He's going to have to find something. And you really just have to sit here and like, it's really hard not to talk about how Quote's not throwing out any lasers or anything. He does not want Alf to get that bucket. Alf going for the 9, does get a 5. Blocked, so it wouldn't have mattered in the long run anyway. It's going to be a down throw, and he's going to read the air dodge. Oh, he waits for the air dodge, but it's still missed. Oh, the up air still missed, so Alf not out of this just yet. Doing a really good job bringing it back. Quote already at 64% and forcing him off stage. Gets the forward smash lead. That was the comeback of a lifetime from Alf, and it's now 1-1 going into the game 3. Alright, so game 3, and Quote not satisfied with that, running it back to Town and City. Man, I still can't believe Alf made that comeback. He was down like 100% when he finally got Quote's first stock on. Okay. So Alf has to be feeling confident after that. That was an amazing second stock. And he's going to be riding that momentum hard. Quote potentially maybe should have actually took a second to let the momentum kind of fade away, let everything unsettle. But he's going to jump straight into it. And still winning, by all means. Tries to get the top down air, but the trampoline from Game & Watch is going to actually beat out the top, so there's no connection there.
Entirely, did you?
Huh? Yeah. Alright, so that's going to be stock 1 loss for Alf. Quote at kill percent. Alf going for the up smash lead, not gonna get anything off of it, not gonna get punished either though. Is gonna get punished for that back air, but then Quote gonna extend a little too hard with the punish. Alf trying to find some way to close out the stock. Gets the win box the up air again, and Quote jumping again, but just not enough to actually close out the stock. Maybe if the blast zone was a little lower. He's gonna get the dash check. Gonna force Quote off stage. Goes off for the forward air. They both went for down smash and they both missed. That was really funny. Okay, so he quote shot off one straight laser, but Alf not able to react to it. Didn't really get any form of punish. Oh, not punish, but he didn't get the bucket from it. Oh, I think at this point Alf has accepted that bucket's not going to win him the set. He's going to have to actually play, which is fine. Again, he had an amazing second stock game too, and brought that game back. He could very well bring this game back as well, if he can play as solid as he did. Maybe even less, depending on how tilted Quote is, if at all. That back heel find is going to go ahead and close out Quote's first stock. Alf's sitting at 62%, which is way better than he was last game. We're going to find the down air, going to go for the up air, but Alf going to air dodge through it. Alf doing a really good job with the 50-50s on when he air dodges, or what his escape option is. Quote not really able to get the conversions off of them. Or the kills off them, I guess, is how I should phrase it. Really good cross-up back air, but Quote going to go for the up smash out of shield, and up smash don't care. So Quote going to end up taking it 2-1 over Alf. Advancing to losers semis, but he's going to play the winner of Buddha and... I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Buddha and Z, and that actually played off stream, so Quote and Buddha going to be playing winner semis.